Oh, no. Alright, we gotta talk about something serious here, okay? Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to that horse.
Jaina versus Uther.
I will fight with honor.
You asked for it.
Always mulligan for card draw. Look. When you put the wrong shoe on the wrong foot, it feels a little weird. That doesn't go there. Foot, and then you switch to the correct foot and things are okay. But earbuds, you often push the earbud kinda in. And then when you've pushed it kinda in, you just, if it's the left earbud in the right ear, that's one of the craziest feelings there. I don't know how to describe that. That's like reaching with your left hand and it's just your right hand all of a sudden. And you're like, why are you this? You know, it hurts. It hurts to think about, to feel it out. Ugh. Ugh. Ah! Miss Doomingloom says, just get normal earbuds, dude. What does that even mean? You are desecrating the sanctity of the left and right earbud dichotomy. You monster!
Mind if I roll me?
You son of a bitch! I like that one. That's fun. I enjoy that. Alright, we're going to need to do quite a burst of damage. See, this deck is on this side. Why are you being a pain, huh? I set you up proper all the time. There we go.
Think.
So I think we're gonna need to save both Frostbolts and both Ice Lances. And bingo was his name. Okay. Okay. Strophium says another small victory. After my presentation, I got a monster and was on the phone. Is there a word missing? Put the monster on my car and started to drive. Oh, it's the drink. Oh, I did not understand what you were saying to me. I thought you were like, after my presentation, I got a badger, and I was on the phone, and I put the badger on my car. I was like, man, different countries have different cultures, you know? That's something that you learn every day as a streamer, is how different people can be from one another. But anyways, after my presentation, I got a monster and was on the phone, put the monster on my car and started to drive away. As I turned, I heard the can fall off my roof. I just reached out the window and caught it, and a cute girl saw me do it. Jesus, Strophium. Oh my god. And I thought I ran good. Strophium, at this point, you literally can't share any more achievements with me, because I'll think that you're lying. Like, 100%. I'll be like, yeah, that's Strophium. He always blows it up big, doesn't he? Strophium, blower of truth, they'll call you.
Pain speak to me.
Slow it down. It's just like, oh man, I want more Strophium stories. Actually, you either gotta never say anything ever again, or you're gonna become the John Henry of Twitch chat. You know what I mean? Was having a hard time getting to work, so we hand-built a rail line to take him where he needed to go, and it also brought an orphanage new jobs. What a day. All in a day's work for Strophium. Okay, how do we kill this guy badly? Like, really just maul him. Like, just like a violent bear. This will buy us some turds. It was a fairy dragon. So let's see if we can just burn him out, huh? Rub him out. Strophium is Raw Toxin's twin brother. Come on, I didn't know that, you know. Strophium was having this really, you know, was having a hard day. He was walking to work and he saw this small dog that had recently caught fire. So he reached down and he was trying to just comfort the dog by petting it. And not only did it put the flames on the dog out, but also the dog grew opposable thumbs and composed a musical and dedicated it to him. Was that a great day? It was amazing.
For Blackwood.
For black blah blah.
Excuse me, you are on fire.
This is the sexier way to do it. So Strophium was telling me about the other day. That's amazing. It was a great day. That's how we lose, man. Oh my god. If I was Strophium, I'd rip the third ice block too. I'd rip it. The only way I can win this is if I, like, pull a Frost Nova. There it is, motherfucker! Ah! Like, literally. Oh, sweet swag and Ragnaros, get out of here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage, and let's count. So that's, I'm not even going to count the mana. So this is 6, and 6 is 12. No! No! Oh, we're dead! Oh, no, he's going to consecrate anyways. Ugh. Oh, he's an aggro dragon deck. And a Dagon deck. Oh, dadgummit! You know, Strophium was telling me a story once about how he was looking to do an investment. He was looking to do this investment, and he'd heard of this guy, Elon Musk, who had already invested successfully in PayPal, and he's like, oh my god, if he's doing this space company, I totally gotta invest in it. So, as one of the early investors, right, just simply bought some stock. It was really cool for, you know, Strophium to step into that. And then, Elon Musk built a spaceship that flew to Mars, and when Elon Musk landed, Strophium was right there and shook his hand, because Strophium had already had interstellar flight the last week. It was really cool, right? What a good day to have met Elon Musk that way as a Martian. It was tight. Warrior. So I think Bingo was his name-o here. I have to do this. So one time, Strophium's friend Einstein was having a real difficulty with some math problems, you know? And Einstein was like, I don't know, I feel like it should be E equals 2mc. And then all of a sudden Strophium's like, maybe the 2 is a little bit too far to the left. That's what I heard. It was crazy, man. Did you know? When Strophium was just learning to, you know, use basic tools as an 8-year-old. Still really young back then, you know. Just a kid, really. Dad was giving him hammer, screwdriver, wrench, and things like nails, wood, screws, things like this. Just give him a starting point. So, you know, like 30 minutes later, after fiddling around in interstellar flight, Strophium just floating around looking at the universe and stuff. Oh, look, there goes Neil deGrasse Tyson filming Cosmos. Oh, it was like a really cool moment. It was really was an important and compelling moment in his life. And he was so excited to see Neil deGrasse Tyson in outer space that he flew and tried to dock next to him. He was trying to figure out, you know, interstellar flight at the time, too. And he actually, because he was a little rough, he bumped the spaceship, and as he did, stuck his hand out the window of a spaceship and caught the Monster Energy drink, and the cute alien girl saw him. Isn't that cool? Isn't that a really cool day? What in the fuck am I doing? Hey, let's shoot him. Forgotten torch? Remembered torch. We're gonna lose. Pretty much, right? We're basically dead-eroni. Can't draw. Solaris25 says, I want to ask Day 9 for dating advice today. But I feel like I should just ask Strophium instead now. Strophium, how do I get her to love me? Well, I'm already dating all the women in the entire world. LOL, had a good day. Let's shoot this asshole. I hate armor. I don't think it's bad or broken or imbalanced or a problem for the game in any way. But I'm allowed to say that I hate it sincerely. Let's see here. Let us fucking see here. God, that 4 armor is going to be such a pain in the ass to deal with.
Excuse me, you are on fire. You are on fire.
Hope he goes bang, bang. And then somehow loses. Twice you shall trade, twice you shall die. That's bad. So yeah. Solaris25, you got those questions, man? Let's hear them. Let's rock out. There is no way I can beat a guy that Justicars on turn 6 with this deck, man. Shoot her! Don't have another one! Why? Oh, we're so dead. And Bingo was his name-o. Rippin' Bingo Brownies. I can't even out anti-armor him, man. It sucks. It sucks. What I really need is Infiniballs. Damn it. That's actually a tight card, man.
Hey, speak to me.
I don't know, this one. Actually, why would I do that? I mean, he'll probably try to kill it anyways, man. It doesn't matter, man. Come on. How am I supposed to kill a guy in this environment? So we can deal 9 and then 4. That's 13 damage. Doing 14 damage. Healing's toxic. It's toxic for the game. It's bad. It's bad and toxic. Clearing the board, huh? Nice. He's got an absolutely incredible amount of life right now. He has 34 hit points.
Mind if I roll me?
I got nobody but you. Pretend 7979 says, so just me, or does a live link on day9.tv not work? You are correct in that it doesn't work. It is being worked on. The bug is being hunted down brutally. Who runs Brawl, honestly? I want my loot hoarder. No! Why does the game ignore my wants? Well, we got him to 21, and that felt good. That was a good event in our lives.
Someday I'll be just like you.
18. Like, right now, my board can keep him at 18. That is the great achievement of my board. Says B says, see last message, need advice. Could you repaste it? Oh, there it is. I'm gonna make him kill me. I'm petty that way. Saza B. Oh no. Saza B says, Sean, I'm 24 and have no idea what I want to do as a career. I live in a smallish town at the bottom of Australia. There's pretty much no jobs here. But I also don't really want to move away for a career. But I'm just so down because I have no clue what to do. Can't put thoughts into actions well at all. Help me, Sean. Oh my god. First of all, let me once again reemphasize. We're against Stephanie. I now hate all Stephanies except the two that I know who are great. All other Stephanies, sorry. This Stephanie has such a bad name for you guys. Ruined all Stephanies for me. Just done. Just can't be friends with a Stephanie anymore.
This only works on the simple-minded.
Who knows what secrets will uncover?
Oh, shit. Alright, well.
Out of cards.
If he plays another one. No way. Oh my god, I got milled. Oh god. I got fatigué. Je suis fatigué. Ah! Now that is a super sweet idea. During your turn, your hero is immune. So you can go deep into fatigue. How sick is that, huh? Ah! First of all, Sazabi, being 24 and having no clue what you want to do is totally normal. That's like unimaginably normal. So I don't at any point want you to think that somehow everyone's killing it, they know exactly what to do with their lives, and you, the exception, suck uniquely. Totally not the case. 20s are, in my opinion, 20s are just a non-stop identity disaster. I should have kept the Doomsayer because it's an Anta. It's an Anta. Should steal that warrior's deck? I will. I'm going to get all up on his deck. Yeah. So, I think the fact that you're feeling a little bit disconnected with stuff, totally reasonable, totally fine. So first, I want to begin by saying that to make sure you feel a little bit emotionally assuaged. Shoot her. Secondly, I would first begin asking yourself in every single way that you know how, what is it that you like to do? Like, in ridiculous, extreme specificity, right? Like, When there were times when you were getting up early regularly every day, what did you like and not like about that experience? And I actually think a really good way to go about identifying likes and shit is... Actually, I'm going to do it like this, and then I'm going to do it like that. Yeah! Ah! Don't do this. I guess that's fine. Don't try to say, what do I like? Pick random shit and then identify what you like and what you don't like about it. Really good way to get the thoughts going. So say, like, when I was getting up early for a long period of time, what do I like and not like about that? When I stay up late for a long period of time, what do I not like and not like about that? If I suddenly have plans canceled in the evening, what do I like and not like about that? Start to, like, build a map of understanding your own head. I think I really just want to kill this guy in the face, right? I think that's right. I think that's right. I think we're right. Wow, aren't you just a turn late? Big old dick. I have to shoot this, right? Look at like 100 different careers and start asking what you really like and don't like about that. I would look for common traits in there. Like, do you like doing things with your hands? I love doing things with my hands, right? That's why whenever I'm doing the show, I have like a pen where I'm like just doing something like this. It's why I'm tapping constantly. It's why I like playing games. So, for instance, things like being a mechanic, I think I would really enjoy. Like a shitload, dude. I would fucking love being a mechanic because I'm doing something with my hands. I don't think we can win this. I think we need to buy like several turns worth of time. I think I'm becoming overly face-focused. I am a face-forward man. Am I just dead? You know, I also like really shitty abstract problems. Vague, open-ended, weird nonsense. Like, that's why I like Dota, right? I hopped into Dota, and I really did not do very much guide research. Like, guides are there, there's a lot of information there, but I didn't have anyone instruct me or, like, handhold me through it. I just was like, alright, yeah, no, I'm gonna play this now. I'm gonna play Lena. And then I would play with friends, and, you know, I'd ask questions every now and again, but I did a shitload of playing just on my own. Because I just like doing that. I like going, oh, that's weird, who's that hero, and how does he work? And then clicking on him and reading through all his tooltips. And losing my shit and all that stuff. Like, so, in that vein, I think that if I were doing some open-ended research, I would really enjoy that. I think I would really, truly enjoy that activity. If I were writing a book, I think I'd really enjoy that. The abstract, undefined problem of how this particular story works. Super duper, unbelievably interesting to me. This guy's on my shit list. Day 9, he's gone insane, he went crazy! Ah! How do I kill him? That one, I guess. What other things I like doing? I like talking to people. Talking to people's pretty cool. I don't know, I'm just hurling some shit out, Mr. B. I'm just hurling out a bunch of rando thoughts because I think this is really important. 'Tis a formative activity. This is dangerous as hell for us. Speaking of as hell, I think I'm in hell right now, because this, I don't think I understand this deck in the same way I thought I did. So I'm gonna take a big step back. You asked this question of like feeling a little lost, have options, but don't know how to narrow all the world's jobs down to the set of jobs that I'm interested in, don't know where I want to go. who I want to be, etc. Like,
Someday I'll be just like you.
I would go through this like what I like, what I don't like, what I like, what I don't like, that sort of thing. Until you have a list of stuff. Ugh. By the way, we are fucked. But I'm gonna finish my rant-a-roni. Before I talk about what I believe is going wrong. So once you've done that, I'm going to make up some things. Let's say that you get to a point where you're like, you know, I think I'd really like being a mechanic. Look, just screw this game. You might hit a point where you're like, I think I'd really like being a mechanic. That sounds cool. Maybe elementary school teaching would be cool. And then maybe... being a skydiving instructor, right? Some pretty different categories of things. I would actually just call some people who do that. It is very easy to get people to talk about what their jobs are. Because most people who do their jobs are interested in their jobs. So you're going to call them, you're going to talk to them, you're going to be like, hey, you're a skydiving instructor, what's that like? Hey, you're a mechanic, I'm actually just interested in your job. I'm wondering what your day-to-day is like. You know, doing this sort of thing. And just begin to learn more, just gather more information. So I think that's step 1, totally normal, totally okay. Step 2, figure out the damn likes. Step 3, start gathering some information about those. And here is where I think, here's where I believe, here's the thing I think is really important for you to do, really important, okay? This is the juicy step 4, okay? This is the big one. Are you ready? Here it is. Here it comes. I think you should simultaneously A, begin devoting 20, 30, 40 hours a week to just picking one of those things and pursuing it. Not trying to find the right one, not identifying if it's the correct one, not doing any of those things. Just picking one, even at random, and devoting 20, 30, 40 hours a week to doing that. That's A. And then B, do a similar 20, 30 hour a week thing to a hobby that interests the shit out of you. Right? So look, Sazabi says, so far the dream jobs list is like voice actor, pilot, or something in game design. I don't know. Or you become a voice actor in Australia. I don't have money to learn to fly, and I don't know what I can do in game design. So I'm talking about the A thing, which is a job thing, and the B thing, which is the hobby thing. I think that the A and the B are really important as foils for each other, because it's very easy to be like, I'm all in on being a pilot, and then you hit a roadblock and your life feels shitty for a while. If you have two things that are going on, that are tracks, you could be developing a skill in wood carving, or in my case, Dota, or you could be developing that. And then if something bad happens here, you're like, I'll play Dota tonight and just take 2 days off of doing job stuff, and then I can go back and hit the job stuff hard. Or if you're having a terrible day in Dota, don't worry, you just come back and you do the other thing. But I would spend, I think 20 hours a week is a reasonable amount to devote to figuring out some sort of job related stuff. So for instance, I'm going to take the voice actor job. How do you become a voice actor? How do you physically do that? Well, honestly, start getting real creative and jamming really, really, really hard. Like, start jamming really fucking hard. Like, if you want to be a voice actor, start calling voice actors, ask them about things, gathering information. Start doing little voices. Start muting the audio on cartoons and doing the voices yourself and filling in that audio and listening to that. Look up tracks of how people have become voice actors and just begin doing that. Get really into that shit. So Creamy Jaundice also makes a note that I just want to debunk real fast. It's 40 hours a week on hobby, 24 hours a week pursuing a thing and 40 plus hours a week at the job that pays the bills. I don't know if that math works out. Oh, I think it does. I mean, I've basically been living this for like 8 years. Like, so if you have a normal 40-hour-a-week job, right? So you're generally awake about 16 hours a day. And let's get the exact number because I don't want to actually have to do this. 16 times 7. I could probably do this in my head, but we all know I can't. 112 hours, right? So you're awake for about 16 hours a day. So if you're doing 40 hours a week at your job and 20 hours developing a hobby and 20 hours developing a new work skill, that's 80 hours. You still have an additional 32 hours of being awake in which to do other things. And if you're feeling extra motivated, you might do 50 hours a week of pursuing your job. And you still have 12 more awake hours, right? This is, again, assuming you have 8 hours of sleep every single night. Or yeah, Jay, I'm coming back to what you were saying, JSVT, because it's great. Or maybe your day job, your 40-hour-a-week job, is sort of your interest. Maybe you have a low-level job doing really cheap voice acting work, so you work 60 hours a week doing that. And then on the weekends, you spend 10 hours on Saturday and 10 hours on Sunday just purely focused on a completely different hobby-based thing. And I think a really important thing to do during all of this is to construct an environment where you can focus. It's totally okay if you're just sucking ass. Totally fine. Just set timers and stuff. Just be like, all right, well, from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m., I'm literally just focusing on, I don't know, dancing, because I want to become a better dancer. That's all I'm doing. Literally, during those periods of time, that's it. Period. Done. And then so at 7 p.m., turn your phone off, turn your computer off, unplug your internet, go to the dance room, do that, right? That sort of thing. So I'm a big believer in this. I think that there's a weird feeling of the initial thing, which is like you sit down. Here's the thing that I just want to note, because I think this is the hardest part. This is the literal hardest part. The hardest part, which is, let's say you say voice acting is the first thing I'm going to begin focusing on. I am going to become a voice actor. That's what I'm going to do. So you say, damn it, tomorrow I'm going to get up at 9 a.m., I'm going to exercise, I'm going to shower, I'm going to eat, and it'll be 11 a.m., and I'm going to devote 8 hours to my voice acting craft. It's going to be 11, and you're going to go, okay, so first thing I'm going to do some research. And you research a lot, and you get some information, and you're like, okay, and then it's 11:45, and you go, well, shit, what the fuck do I do now? That's the worst moment right there. That's the moment where people stop because they don't have a template in front of them. And it's scary to not have a template and to literally have no clue. But remember, you have 7 hours and 15 minutes today to figure out anything. That's where you call people. You start trying to, and you call someone, they say, oh yeah, I read scripts out loud every single day. That's what JSVT just mentioned. Like, just read a script every single day and practice little voices. And you go, okay, hang up the phone and just practice voices for 2 or 3 hours. And then go, all right, shit, we got another 3 hours. Again, that's, I feel like that moment is the cliff, right? It's the moment where I feel like you hit a cliff and there's no path. It's not, there's no direction of where you're supposed to go. There's not a step path, and it feels like you have to jump off a cliff into the unknown every few hours. And that's completely and totally accurate. And what you will quickly find is after a week of really seriously devoting 8 hours to your voice acting work, or to your creative pursuit, or to learning your skill like computer programming, or to I don't know, networking for a local business idea that you have. Like, once you do a couple, 8-hour back-to-back days where you keep hitting that cliff where you're like, shit, I literally have no fucking clue what I'm doing. Just force yourself to figure out anything. And you'll realize that it's actually not that scary, and you will begin making super insane, incredible, meaningful progress. That's what I think. There's a big old pile of thoughts. Jesus, I talk a lot. Alright, when I come back, I'm going to explain to you what I think I'm doing wrong with this deck. But Saza B, don't you worry about a thing. You're the fucking man, and I believe in you.